since yesterday a lot of news has been created about an incident that happened in front of Vikas Bhavan. If we go to the timeline, I think for the last, after the Supreme Court judgment where a lot of jobs of teachers have been lost, the teachers have been agitating in various places, various areas, and police has ensured that they are able to do it without any kind of restrictions or any kind of problems. Even for the last 10 days, there has been a relay total agitation in front of Vikas Bhavan by the teachers and with the full cooperation of the police department, and we have ensured that they are able to set forth their demands peacefully and constitutionally. Yesterday, since morning, basically around 11 to 12, suddenly a huge crowd of teachers gathered in front of Vikas Bhavan, and suddenly they became very agitated, and then they broke the barricades and tried to enter the premises of Vikas Bhavan, and police tried to reason with them, but they would not listen to any reasoning, and they broke the gate open and caused a lot of damage to the gate, and then they flooded the whole premises and literally took over the premises of Vikas Bhavan. It's noteworthy to note that the Vikas Bhavan doesn't only house the education department. There are a lot of very important departments, around 58 total departments function from Vikas Bhavan, and including SAT, vigilance, then tribal department, disaster management, Madrasa commission. So there are very many important boards, so who have nothing to do with the education department. And more than 500 employees work there. But in spite of this provocation of government properties being damaged, the premises of a government being taken over, police exercised maximum restraint possible to ensure that because the emotions involved with the agitation, with the demands of the teachers, we thought that we have to show extreme restraint and extreme caution in dealing with them so that we can arrive at amicable solution with them. And this went on the whole day. There were bouts of excitement, bouts of things, and there has been criticism in your various media houses also that we have been not doing anything, of police inaction, that police are standing mute spectators. But as I told you, considering the emotional baggage or the emotion involved in it, where people have lost job and they are agitating for the restoration of the job, and we are all government employees, we are very sensitive about it, and we tried to exercise maximum restraint. This went on the whole day. The office comes, around 5:30, the office hours are over. Then the people wanted to leave, and the protesters just were adamant that nobody will be allowed to leave Vikas Bhavan, and they put on locks. First they broke the locks in the morning, and then they put on locks in all the gates and camped there to ensure that nobody is allowed to go out. Considering that situation, we negotiated with them from 5:30 onwards, and it went on till late night, as around 8:30 till we were reasoning with them. The police were announcing, police were talking to the leadership and making repeated pleadings basically that you carry on with the agitation, even in the premises if possible, but let the government employees, the poor government employees, many of them female, old people, those who come in buses and trains and have to, normally also they take a lot of time to reach home, and it was dragging along. We asked them to at least allow them to leave and you continue with the agitation. But they're very adamant and they did not do. In the meantime, as I'm telling, all the employees starting ringing up the police, because obviously we are there, that they need to be rescued, because it was a kind of hostage-like situation where they're not allowed to move and they were being wrongly restrained, and they were pleading that they be allowed to go. There were a lot of emergency jobs. I think ADG South Bengal narrated the specific incidents where these things happened. There was a pregnant lady involved, there were old people involved, and they all wanted, the only one purpose was that we may be allowed to leave. So ultimately, finding no other option, police tried to make a way, just a cordon. We tried to cordon off, made a carriageway through which we tried to ensure that persons who were trapped into the buildings, who had not been allowed to go out, that they are able to make a safe exit possible. And to ensure that, obviously, when we tried to do that, we failed a lot of, there was a lot of backlash, and the agitators started throwing stones and throwing plastic bottles on the police, but to ensure that they're able to go off, there was a standoff. They were also adamant that we will not allow to the gun. We were also, once we decided, we wanted to ensure that we will ensure that these persons, these innocent government employees who were blockaded, that they will be allowed to go. So in that standoff, the minimum force which was required was applied, and we ensured that the people who were stuck there in the building were safely evacuated and allowed to go home. So whatever was done for that purpose, as I told you, was the whole police action was only modeled or only done with the whole and sole purpose of ensuring that the people, the innocent government employees, are able to go home and rest and go and reach their loved and near ones and reach home as quickly as possible. Thank you.
19.
So 19 total figure as far as we have got. This, I think one is a bit serious, others are small injuries, and there are around 19 figures that we have come to know as of now.
Welcome to K-Mall, a premium project by Kaleen Group. K-Mall is in the heart of Kolkata's electronic, garment and lifestyle hub, Khidirpur. K-Mall, which is designed as a world-class mall, is the outcome of endless effort of our experts, combined with modern superb techniques and new-age design. Book now